Hello, Internet. My name is Ace, and today we are going to be drawing a cute cat. Okay, so we you can be working on pencil, and paper, or digitally, or anything like that. So we need to start with all cute animals start with a circle. Not all of them, but quite a lot of them. Circles are cute and appealing. So just get something approximate like that. It's not a perfect circle, but it's close enough for our needs. Now, if we have a circle, and we obviously have the center here, you can put eyes in, whatever, then when we rotate this around, like so, the further it's getting around is this center line is going to bend more, like that. So that's all that we're going to add in here. So let's do that now. Like so. So a nice center line. And this just helps us place objects like in comparison to where they are in the center. Then I like to have my eye lines quite low on cute characters. So this here is not the it's not the center line, because the center line would be somewhere in there. This is just a kind of line on which the eyes and everything is going to attach like that. Right, so I like to stick big, huge eyes, not as big as that, but all we want is just an oval like that. Now, don't worry about being sketchy and stuff like that. We can clean all that up later. You probably saw the thumbnail, which was more cleaned up than this. We're just worrying about shapes at the moment. We don't need to worry about anything else. Then we need an eye here. So remember, it has to come and touch this line down here, this center line. Like so. Needs to feel like it's a similar height as well. Like if we just to draw this line in, then it needs to feel like a similar height. Now, you might be wondering why the one on the left is more like squashed, like this kind of shape. Well, the reason why is because, like I said, everything is on this circle. Now, if this was the center, as these things rotate round, they get flatter and flatter as they go. So there we go. So we've got our rough eye placements like that. Now, the actual snout of a cat, I guess it would be called a snout. What a gross word that is, snout. But they're like two balls, like so, and then the nose kind of sits on top like this, and then you've got the mouth and the whiskers and stuff come off there. So that's what we're going to create here. So we want a ball that's is gonna go past this center line somewhat. I really want a small snout. So you can see the center line's here, but it's just going across it slightly. Then we want one attaching next to it, of a similar size, but the one closest to us does actually want to be a little bit larger. Okay, so we've got these two balls. Now this is where the nose and everything is going to be built from. It's got ball there, ball there. Right, so what I will do is I'll just grab this soft eraser and just soften things a little bit, like this for you, so we don't get too many lines. Right, so from here we can build the eyebrows. Now, I tend to draw like a mask around the eyes like this. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Sorry about that. That was probably quite gross. I like to build a mask like this and build the eyebrows, but if you want, you can just come from here and just create this kind of shape. So you're just like following on. You're following the eye, but you're just coming off it and around, and make sure that they're about the same height as well. Don't worry if it's coming away from the ball a little bit, because we don't want everything to just feel like it's on a ball, or else things are going to get kind of a bit boring. So we want to come away from that ball a little bit. So we can thicken this bit up a little bit for the eyebrow. So eyebrows tend to be thicker at this side and then thinner as they curve round like so. There we go. So got this kind of feeling. Like that. Right. So just thickening that up a little bit. Let me stick the pupils in there just because the characters always come alive when you stick in the pupils. Now we can add in a highlight. So say if this is the pupil, like so, the eyes here. If we just add a little circle like this and then colour this in, this just gives it a little bit more life. Now I'll do that when I clean it up later, but it just gives it a bit more life and makes it, because that's where the light is coming from. So if your light's coming from this direction, the highlight wants to be on the right hand side of both. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. So let's come and stick a nose on there. So cats have these really tiny little cute noses like this. So we want to just make that feel like it's a part of that muzzle. And yeah, muzzle, that sounds a lot nicer than snout. It's still not a nice word. So then we want to thicken this out a little bit. Make sure our lines are really defined, like so. Then what we want for the smile, okay, so we've got this snout as a guide, so we're going to come, I said snout again, so we're going to come up like this. Don't come right to the nose, just kind of intersect those circles slightly and then come away like this from the ball. Add a little part here for when we smile, our kind of cheeks and the muscles and the fat all kind of like bulge up like that. So that's just what we need to add in. So what we can do is we can kind of cut into that slightly. There we go. So as we can see, we've kind of got like a bit of a, we can feel the muscles. We're thinking in 3D. We're thinking about like a sculptor would. So follow that round. And what's going to happen at the other side is you're just going to be able to see this part here. Probably something like that. So we'll draw that muscle in. Like so. Now this one comes up slightly higher than this one, so we can either make this one higher or the other one lower. I kind of like it cutting into the eye a little bit. It's really making the expression kind of take over the face. I like that. Like that. Then we can build a kind of mask for the rest of the kind of cheek area. So all we want to do is just create like an oval shape, and this is the edge of the circle. It's fine if it comes off, again, because we don't want to make things just look boring and just like the R part of a circle. Although we're basing things on a circle, we don't want our construction to show through at the end. There we go. So again, come away from that circle. Think in 3D. Like that. So as you can see, it's starting to feel a little more like a cat. Right, so what else do we need? We need to create the bottom of the mouth. So what we'll do is we'll do it quite pointy like this. It's kind of a jolly little cat. It's going to be cute. It's had a little McDonald's sign there for the nose. And then we're adding a bit of thickness at the bottom there to kind of signify the muscles in the bottom lip. And they want to drop off. Like, this is the cheek. It wants to come under and cut off this part here. So you're not going to see this part like that. Wants to cut that off. Again, just to add 3D interest and make it feel a bit more believable. Now I know it's a cartoon cat, so believability is probably not. We want it to feel believable. We don't want to make it feel real. We want to make it feel believable. If that makes any sense. If it does, great. If not, I'm sorry. So what I like to do is, they've obviously got these kind of things coming off the side. So I like to plan my things by creating like this kind of shape. It would maybe be lower than that, actually, thinking about it. Be about here. So let me get rid of that. So we've got this kind of triangle shape coming off here, and we'll do the same at the other side. So it's going to be a lot thinner at the other side because it's wrapping around the head. So you're only going to see a little bit of it. Like that. Then we can cut into the circle, create like a nice arc, come down like so, then come off to make a smaller one, make a smaller one still, and make that attach down like so. Like that. Now we do have the ears to worry about as well. So let's draw the side of this face. So the side of the face is going to cut into that because we're going to see the side. Because if this is the side of the circle here, like so, where this part is radiating from is going to be this side if we could see through the circle. So we're only going to see it sticking out a little bit at the side like that. So let's add a couple more little strands like so. There we go. So we're just kind of alluding to that a little bit. Then, of course, we need the ears because it's a cat. So I like to draw an oval like this, and this is where it's going to attach because if we're working in 3D with our mindset, so we've got a circle here, it's not going to attach flat like this because that's just going to, it's just going to throw us out the image a little bit and kind of put us off as a viewer. So we just want little kind of cute ears. So we're going to come up, down, and flick like this. It's like a weird S, like so. And then at the other side, we kind of want to do. Don't make it too pointy, but then it is quite pointy, I guess. It's a cat. They've got quite pointy ears, to be fair. So we've got this kind of thing. And then the side that's closest to the center of the head, that's where we're going to attach this part. So it's coming right from the point. It's just thickening this part up a little bit, like so. It's just really going to add a bit of thickness and believability to those ears. We can thicken that, whatever. Depends what kind of color scheme we're going for and stuff like that. We could have the ears as different color to the body. We're not talking about color at the moment. We're just talking about drawing. I will do, if people want them, I will do lessons on how to color cartoon characters and stuff. Like the quick colors that I do for the thumbnails are just very quick colors. I'll do proper videos on how to actually colour. Now we're just adding a bit of hair in the ears because obviously it's a fairy cat, not because it's an old man. Now we're looking through the circle. We're using our X-ray vision now to be able to see through to this side of the circle. So this is where it's going to be formed from, and what we're going to do is it's going to come out like this and then wrap back around. So we've got a curve on the front like this, big curve on the front, and then it's more of a straight line on the back like that. I like to just bend the line just a little bit to add a little bit of interest. Now on this side, again, the side closest to the center of the head is going to be the one that has this. You're probably going to see a little bit more of this kind of thing because it's the side view, like so. In fact, you will probably, the majority of it would probably be side view. like that. So you just see a little bit coming off here. And we can draw like the odd little fur at this side, but because it's attaching down here, so you wouldn't really see much fur. Then on the top of the head, I like to have this kind of shape, like a shark fin swimming this way, and then connect some hair like this. You don't need to do this bit. This is just extra kind of things to come away from the circle, just to add a bit more interest. There we go. So that's how I would. Oh no, the most important part of a cat. We need to add the whiskers. So we'll just flick them off like so. Something like that. Okay, so as you can see now, I am going in super speed mode and colouring in, well, not colouring in, doing the inking, so just the black and white outlines to define it a little bit more, so you can see more so what a finished ink would be. It's a very quick ink. I'm just basically thickening the outline. I'm not actually doing a real inking. If you want to see real inking, then just leave a comment below, and I'll do inking and colouring, whatever people want. Show you how I would approach those things. So yeah, this has been a cute cat. Like, if you want to see more cute animals and how to draw them and everything like that, just click the subscribe button down below. Click the like button as well whilst you're clicking around down there, and it all just helps me out. And tell your friends about it, everything like that. Draw some awesome cats. In fact, if you've drawn this cat, then add me on Twitter at Connell, which is ACECONNELL, and show me your pictures. Show me what you've managed to draw from this stuff. I love seeing work from other artists like yourself. Okay, so this has been how to draw a cute cat, and I'll see you next time. So take care. Have an awesome week. Keep drawing, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.